my channel. So today's video is going to be a little chit chat, get ready with me video. I'm pretty much going to do like a natural look. I'm not really sure exactly what I want to do, but something kind of natural and easy just to kind of talk to you guys about what's going on and where I've been, because I know you guys haven't had a video, excuse me, since the Cinco de Mayo video that I posted like 2 days ago, just to kind of get it up and on my channel, since I had been gone for about 3 weeks to a month. And literally, you guys, that's how long it was since I wore and did my own personal makeup. So I have just been like extremely busy with clients and doing makeup myself, and then Jack's graduation and everything else, so everything, and moving, so everything has just been like one after the other. So I am finally back though, so let's go ahead and get started. I do have some new products, you guys. So this is kind of like a half face full of first impressions. Some of the things that I have are things that I've used for a while, and some of the things that I haven't picked up in a while that I've owned for a while, and some things are just completely brand new to me. So I will mention to you guys what items are new. You guys probably know. But let's go ahead and get started, you guys. My mirror is new. I had to go ahead and get a new mirror because my last one like started breaking down on me, and that's not cool. So yeah, well, it didn't break down on me, you guys. It like completely cracked, and that wasn't cool. I'm just gonna moisturize my lips. I'm using this Pur-Lisse Daily Lip Moisturizer. I got this out of one of these like the glam boxes. I forget which one. I got it like, I don't know, maybe 4 months ago. So I just usually always moisturize my lips before I start doing my makeup because I have crusty lips. So yeah, so this is completely new, you guys. This is the Dr.Brandt Pores No More. This is the multi-performance stick. This does have an SPF in it. This has an SPF 45. Although if you are African American, that does not mean that you can't wear moisture or SPF. You guys, black people can still get skin cancer. We can still get sunburned, things of that sort. Just because we're black does not mean that none of that can happen. You know what I mean? So I always at least like to apply a primer that has an SPF in it. And as far as flashback, I never experienced flashback or anything like that, but I do still like to moisturize. So I'm going to use this stick. This is just very similar to the Pores No More, the squeezy tube one, but this is in a stick form, and you guys know I love stick products. So I am going to go ahead and apply this to my face. This does have like it comes in like a nudish color, so it will probably leave like a tint, but I'm just going to apply this in all of the areas where I need it, twist it back down, and then smooth it into the skin. Now they do recommend that you can use this alone, like, you know, without putting makeup over it or underneath of your makeup like I am going to do today. I probably applied a little much, but we'll be alright. Yep, I applied a lot. But I was just thinking, so if you guys are looking for, and you want a moisturizer that has an SPF in it, and you don't want like a primer that has SPF in it, I like the La Roche-Posay. It's their Toleraine moisturizer. It's in like a little squeezy container, and they have one that has SPF in it, and they also have a regular. It's the La Roche-Posay Toleraine Double Repair Moisturizer. It's really good. I don't think I have it anywhere in here because I use it in my bathroom. So now that I'm primed, I am going to apply foundation. I have gotten a little bit of a tan, so I can't use the same foundations that I've used previously. So I'm going to use my Kryolan TV paint stick. This is in the shade NG2, and this is absolutely one of my favorite foundations. Now I've been loving more dewy kind of applications and more dewy foundation because my skin has been so dry lately. So if your skin is dry, this is going to be a really good foundation for you. But if your skin is oily, this foundation will not be as suitable for you as it would be for someone that has extremely dry or normal skin. It's going to give you kind of like that healthy glow, as you can already see. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend that all out, and I'm going to use my Sigma Round Kabuki F82 brush. This is one of my favorite Sigma brushes, especially if I'm working with cream product. Although it is smaller in the sense of circumference, smaller than the $80 kabuki, I still really like this brush here. So now that I'm done with that, I'm just going to take my beauty blender and I'm going to take the bottom half of it and just pounce this all over my skin. So whatever excess cream product from this foundation, this beauty blender will soak it up, just because I don't want this transferring on any clothes or just being way too much. So as you can see, it came off of the face. Because when you use a brush, it applies more product to the skin as opposed to using a beauty blender, which is going to soak up and take away more product. So for concealer, I'm going to use my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is in the shade Deep. This is one of my all-time favorite concealers. If you have not seen my concealer, my top favorite concealer video, or whatever, top high-end concealer video, I will have that listed down below. This does include this one as well as some other high-end concealers. And just if you're, you know, kind of confused or curious, and if you're new to my channel and you want to know, you know, what my favorite concealers are to use, then that will be on my channel. So I'm just going ahead and applying this. And this one's almost gone. I have a newer one over there. I just don't want to use it yet. But this I'm going to apply underneath of the eyes and up the side of the nose. The only reason, oh my gosh, there's something in my eye. The only reason I go up the side of my nose is because I like to contour the nose. If you don't care about contouring the nose, then that does not matter. You also make sure that you hit the chin and the cupid's bow, and then I always bring it down here so that way it just further, you know, contours the center of my face. And once again, you don't have to use as much concealer as I'm using. This is just personally what I like to do. You can just use like a couple dots here and there and then just blend it out. You do your makeup however you want to do. Makeup is fun. Makeup can be done and used in any type of way. There are no rules. And don't let other beauty vloggers or other beauty YouTubers or whatever determine the way that you do your makeup. So once again, I'm going to blend this into my face with the beauty blender. So, yeah, as you guys may know and see, I do have a new background. So, I moved on Saturday, the 10th of June. It is now the 13th of June, so I've been, or, yeah, no, it's the 14th. So, I've been in this place for about 4 days. Jack and I really only stayed here last night because there was no water, so we didn't want to stay here over the weekend. There was no water and no internet or Wi-Fi. Although I have the personal hotspot on my phone because I have T-Mobile, we still decided that we, you know, would just stay at his parents' house where there was Wi-Fi and water and everything like that. So we got our water turned on today, this morning, and we got our internet turned on yesterday morning. So we pretty much have everything in our apartment is all set up and ready to go. The only thing, if you saw my apartment tour, my empty apartment tour, you would have seen that the property manager still hasn't painted the bathroom or the kitchen. So my bathroom is not set up and neither is my kitchen, and that just really irks my nerve. They did prorate us through the 17th of June, which is this coming Saturday. But still, you know what I mean? Like, how long is it going to take for me to fully be able to put my apartment together? Like, I'm tired of having my kitchen and boxes and, you know, my living room or my kitchen furniture in the living room, and I'm tired of freaking not being able to put my bathroom together. Like, I'm just ready to have everything together. So, I'm frustrated, you guys. So, yeah, we gave him a call today and he didn't pick up the phone. So, yeah, we are going to have to either go above him and talk to someone above him or something like that, because this is not okay, you know what I mean? And then our, like, landlord is, like, a realtor group, so we don't have someone, and they're not from here, so we don't have someone here to contact, so it's frustrating, you guys, but I'm going to go ahead and set all of that cream and all of this concealer that I just applied with the Sacha Buttercup setting powder. This is my all-time favorite. As you can see, it is like almost gone. I'm getting down to the nitty-gritty, and every single time I have to buy a new one, I like wait until the very last second because this is so expensive. It's like $25 a pop. And yeah, no one wants to spend that. So I always take my beauty blender and take the powder directly onto the beauty blender and press it directly into the skin. That is just my personal favorite way to apply my concealer. I feel like it just gives a really nice kind of airbrushed, pressed look as opposed to setting it with a powder. And then this sponge still has, it's still wet or still damp, and it also still has that concealer on it. So it just really molds the product into the skin like one. And I also make sure I hit the other areas that I applied it. And the Sacha Buttercup setting powder is also kind of mattifying. So if you do get shiny in the perimeter or in the center of your face, as I do sometimes, that's why I like to kind of set it. I also bake my nose because my nose is oily, make oily, and also hit up the side of the nostrils just to further kind of bake that and contour that. So as far as contouring and blush, I'm going to use this NYX Blush and Contour Duo. This is in the shade Wine and Dine. This is one of my favorites. As you guys know, NYX is in Walgreens now, so you can find this pretty much anywhere. You can find this at your local Walgreens. Remember, as long as it was a beauty differentiated store and you have Soap and Glory and NYX, or Soap and Glory and No. 7 there, you will most likely get NYX there. Now, some stores are a little bit later in the season, so some stores are at the end of the summer, and like my store was at the beginning of the summer, so in all due time it shall be there. So for that, I'm going to use a Sigma F05 contouring brush. It just looks like this, and I am going to lightly contour. And since my foundation is so dark, it's not going to really look like much, which I don't mind, but I'm still going to hit those spots where I normally contour, and that is coming from the top of the nose to the corner of the mouth, and also on the forehead, and just kind of, you know, tapping those spots. And my edges were laid, y'all. Trust me, they were laid, and now they just look like Who Shot John when and where, so don't mind those. And then I'm just going to use that other side with a blush brush. This is a BH Cosmetics blush brush. I still have a lot of my BH Cosmetics blushes from when I first started doing makeup. And I'll probably never give them away because this was the first sets of brushes that I ever bought. So, and someone had asked me which one I would choose, BH Cosmetics or Coastal Scents, and I really couldn't choose one, you guys. I like them both. They're both really good for starter brands. I started off personally on BH Cosmetics, and, excuse me, oh god. I started out, let me grab a highlighter. So I personally started out using BH Cosmetics, and my mom really liked Coastal Scents, so, you know, I played in Coastal Scents, and I also own BH Cosmetics. I'm using Bobbi Brown's Bronze Glow, so, like, there's not one or the other that I would choose. As far as brushes, I would probably go with Coastal Scents just because they have a larger range, and they always have a sale. As far as single eyeshadows, I would definitely go with Coastal Scents as well. Their Hot Pots are still some of my favorite eyeshadows to this day. As far as for affordable shadows and and they always have their 99-cent Hot Pot sale, and that's when I buy a lot of the Hot Pots from there. And then as far as like everything else and being like an overall good like quality brand, I really like BH Cosmetics for that. I used to buy their glitters. They have blush and contour duos. They have eyeshadow palettes, like they have the 120 palette, so that was my first 120 palette that had all the colors in it, and oh my gosh, I remember I used to play in color so much, you guys. So there's just like, I mean, they're tit for tat. I would buy either. It just depends on what you want to buy, you guys. So yeah, I hope that answered your question. Now I'm just going to take that same sponge and just press that powder into the skin and also run over that highlight, so that way it doesn't look as like stark, and then press this into the nose. I'm going to go back into that contour duo and contour the nose. I'm using my Sigma E39 Buff and Blend brush. It just looks like this. It's really stiff, and I would never use it for eyeshadow, so I like to use it to snatch the nose. And by snatching the nose, I just mean contouring up the side and up under the brow, and just give that a little bit more structure. And then taking the same Bronze Glow by Bobbi Brown and putting that on the tip of the nose and also down the bridge. I'm going to take this crown brush. This is a fan brush, and just use that. Ooh, sometimes I go crazy with my highlight, so I just go over it. So for brows, I recently rebought my NYX eyebrow gel, and I've recently fallen in love with it again. So I let my brows grow out while I didn't wear makeup, so they were atrocious. My eyes, my chin, and my lip was just, oh my gosh, I look like a man. So I recently rebought this from Walgreens when it came back to Walgreens, and I am so in love with this again. The only thing is it stains your fingers or your hand. So like as you can see, like right here from when I did a video earlier, it's still on my hand. So you do have to squeeze this. I have an entire review on just this product, so I'll have that listed down below so you guys can see that. And I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills number 12 brush and just start to do my brows. I always line the bottom first, and I asked the lady who did my brows to do my brows a little bit thicker than normal, just because, like I said, she could reshape them because I had so much hair. And then I take it on the top. And then connect the two. I'm not going to go too crazy because, like I mentioned earlier in the video, I wanted this to be kind of like a normal, natural kind of look, since we're just kind of chit-chatting and I'm just letting you guys know what's going on. So, always make sure to lightly feather in the front of the brow, just so that way it doesn't look lost in the sauce. So let's go ahead and do the same thing over here. Once again, underneath of the brow. I have to go grocery shopping, you guys. Again, we went last night, but also along with everything else that's going on with our apartment, our fridge isn't put together. So he said there were some parts he had to order because, you know, they weren't up to standard and up to par. And we're like, okay, da 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 da. Once again, this was on Saturday, you guys. So we figured all of this crap would be in by now, and it's not. So we are just not too thrilled with this place starting out. And if they didn't prorate us, we would definitely not have moved in, but this does not make me happy. Just fixing my arch right now. So now I'm going to take some concealer, and I always use my concealer, NYX Conceal, Correct, and Contour palette. This is in the shade Deep, and I use this shade right up top. And I just use a flat brush by Sigma. This is an E15 flat brush, and I just use that to carve underneath of the brow. This just cleans it up, gives it a nice crisp look. And then you just drag it down a little bit. Alright, you guys, so now that I'm done with the brows, they're just, you know, filled in lightly. I'm going to take my Violet Voss Laura Lee palette. Now, I haven't picked up this palette since probably last summer, you guys, and I used it non-stop last summer. But it is just so gorgeous. Look at this. It's just so gorgeous, and the colors are really nice. I'm going to take the shade Alabama to start off this look, and I'm going to take a Sigma E35 eyeshadow brush. This is a fluffy, really fluffy round brush, and this is going to be my transition shade. As I mentioned, I am just doing something really, really, really natural, really, really easy and simple. As far as eyeshadow, you just really want to start out with a shade. It can be warm or cool, but you want it to be very similar to your skin tone. And what I mean similar to your skin tone is Like, I always use like a reddish brown, but you don't have to make it reddish brown. It can be a face powder or something like that. So you just want a nice bridge shade that's going to peek through and help blend the other shades that you go in with. That shade for me is Alabama. And also when you're blending, you just want to make sure that you do kind of like windshield wiper motions, as you can see him doing now, going back and forth, back and forth. And I also do small circular buff-in motions, and that's when you're doing like this with your wrist. And that's just buffing that shade up and into the color that's above it. In this instance, the crease, or I'm sorry, the brow bone. So that concealer that we use. So next I'm going to go into the shade Wiskers. And this was kind of more revolving around her animals. And Wiskers is going to be my bridge shade. This is going to be the shade between Alabama and the shade that I apply on my lid. I'm not going to be applying too much color on the lid. I'm going to be using a darker and deeper brown. So I just apply Wiskers just to help those two shades blend seamlessly together. This is the eyeshadow look, you guys, that I do when I am in a rush, but I don't want to do the completely natural look. So this is the look that I'll do when I want to look done up, but not overly done up. Also, you do want to make sure with this look that you do blend, especially if you're lighter than I am. Choose the appropriate colors for one, and then blend the shades really, really well, because you don't want to look like you got socked in the eye. This brown smoky eye is kind of similar to any smoky eye that you're going to do with matte eyeshadows, whether it be a purple smoky eye, a brown smoky eye, a black smoky eye, or a burnt orange or an orange smoky eye, something like that, where you go lighter, darker, and darker. But also with that, you can look like you have gotten punched in the eye if you don't blend it as well as it should be blended. So for the final shade on the lid, I'm going to take this shade right here. This is called Bubs. It is just a really dark matte brown. She did a really, really, really good job having your primary colors, which primary colors to me is a reddish brown, a darker brown for fair skin tones, because Wiskers is very dark on a fairer skin tone, Bubs, which is dark on a dark skin tone, and then Aloe, which is a black, and that is the black. So I feel like every single color palette, if you have enough shades in the palette, should always have a reddish brown, a medium brown, a dark brown, and a black. Those are just, I just feel like those are essential, and if you have that in your palette, I'm going to buy it. So I'm going to take Bubs. I did tap off the excess just because I have applied you know, concealer and everything like that, and I usually hate doing eyeshadow first or last, but in this instance it's so simple and so easy, it doesn't really matter. So as you can see, I pat on the lid, and then I usually take, if it's a fluffier brush, I'll usually take the tip and just use that to kind of blend it into the crease. Like so. And then you can continue to pack on, like at the base of the lashes, you can pack on more color. You guys, I would love to create my own personal eyeshadow palette. Like, that's one of my dreams and my goals, is to be able to collaborate with a brand. Okay, so before my camera was rude and decided to overheat, I forgot what I was saying. I tried to keep it in my mind, but, you know, shit happens. So, while my camera was trying not to overheat itself, I decided to apply a little bit of bronze glow on the brow bone, because we are doing a completely matte look. I want to have a little bit of shimmer besides on the face. So now I'm going in with this It Cosmetics. This is their mascara. This is in the style, whatever. It's in Superhero. So yeah, it's an elastic strength volumizing mascara. I am going to be applying falsies, so I'm just going to be applying one coat. This is my first ever product I've used by It Cosmetics that has worked for me, because I bought their like CC cream and their concealer, and those didn't work for me. So yeah, wow, this mascara is nice. Wow, I'm not sure how much this retails for, you guys. I did get this mascara for free in our PR bag when I went to welove.makeup, their event in New York. I will also have welove.makeup linked down below because I would love for you guys to join the website. It is pretty much like YouTube. All of our YouTube videos that we as content creators put on YouTube go to welove.makeup, but it's just specifically targeted and tailored towards you. So you fill out a little questionnaire, and then you'll be able to find videos for your hair type, skin tone, things of that sort. So you'll be able to find vloggers and videos that work for you. So I would love for you guys to join that because it would be awesome. I do love that website. So I'm just going to apply this to the other side. As you guys know, I did go there back in April and I had such a good time, you guys. I wish I could have stayed in New York longer because I had to leave. Like, I went to the event. Like, we literally flew in, we were late to the event, then we went to the event, and then we woke up the next morning and we got to see, like, Times Square and all of that, and then we ended up going right home that night because I had makeup to do the next morning. So it was, like, really, really quick, and that's why, like, the last couple of weeks and the last couple of months, you guys, has been insane. So, yeah. This mascara is nice. That's one coat of mascara, you guys. One coat of mascara. I'm blown away. Probably going to be my new favorite. Sucks that it's expensive, but still. I'm not going to put anything on the lower lashes just because I kind of want to keep it kind of natural. Neutral natural. I am going to take Hissy Fit, however, because it's really been catching my eye. It's this one right here. I'm going to take Hissy Fit and I'm going to put that right into the inner corner. This shade is so pretty, and Fried is so pretty too. So I'm going to take a little of that and put that into the inner portion of my eye. Jack must have been hot when he came home because he just turned on the air. Wait, is the air on? I feel like the air was on. It's so nice out, you guys, because it was like gonna rain and gonna storm, but it didn't storm. And it's like beautiful out. It's been so humid here in Illinois. If you ever lived in Illinois, you know it could get pretty bad here. So that's in the inner corner. I am going to put on lashes. These are the Vegas Nay Eylure lashes, and this is in the style Platinum Princess. I did use Golden Goddess in the last video that I did, but I've been really drawn to these. So I'm going to put these. These are the Mink Effect lashes, as you can see. She did come out with more. So I'm excited to see this. So let's see. And as you can see, you guys, that primer did not turn, you know, like really white on me. So that's always a plus. Okay, you guys, so while I'm waiting on my lashes to dry, I just went ahead and grabbed a lip liner. This is a KleanColor lip liner in the shade Cafe. I get KleanColor from my local beauty supply store. These liners are like 99 cents, and they're some of my favorite liners just because they're affordable. Now, Cafe is really dark, so I'm trying not to do too much with it. I'm going to use these new CoverGirl Melting Pot. They're like a gel liquid lipstick, and when I saw this at work, I was like, what the hell? So it was really interesting, so I decided to pick this up. This one's in the shade Celebrity, number 100. So it does have the little foam doe foot applicator. This kind of remind me of the Too Faced melted lipsticks. Remember they had like the little felt tip applicator and they kind of went on kind of glossy. Let's see, I might have one. I think I have one of those. Oh, yeah, right here. Yeah, they kind of remind me of the Too Faced melted liquefied long wearing lipstick where they have that same kind of applicator. So we shall see. If so, that's going to be a really nice dupe, you guys, for that. So I'm just going to squeeze it up and it comes out and it looks like this. Really nice, you guys. It does remind me a lot of the Too Faced melted ones. And this Celebrity shade is so stunning. I wish I would have did more on the eye though, just because this is such a taupey kind of nudish color, but like a really, really natural nude. It looks so nude on me, but it is so stunning. So this is like a glorified lip gloss because it's not going to dry matte. It's a gel liquid lipstick. So I'm assuming that it's going to stay on longer, but it's glossy. So let me go ahead and apply this lash. It's a gorgeous lash. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Alright, you guys, so while I'm letting that lash glue dry, I'm going to use my Mario Bedescu facial spray. This has aloe, cucumber, and green tea. I saw this one because I love the rose water one. I love the Mario Bedescu line in general. It's really affordable. These are $12, and they're 4 fluid ounces, and they just last forever. I just decided to pick this one up because it has the aloe, cucumber, and green tea. So, figured it'd be nice. So I'm going to go ahead and spray it. It just smells so good, and it's just such a pretty, kind of refreshing feel. And usually after I spray my face, I'll go back in with a little bit more highlight because I'm just insane, and just take it right onto the tops just to further have that kind of beaming glow. You know? So, yeah. So now that both lashes are on, I'm going to let this one sit a little bit before I, like, kind of tug and play with it, but I'm gonna coat my bottom lashes with a Superhero mascara. And let me tell you guys, I use the same mascara on my bottom lower lashes, so for me to be using this one tells you something. It's super black and it's just so lengthening. It's really, really, really nice. And I am a mascara junkie. You should see all the mascaras I have in my tray right here, and all the mascaras that I have in my Muji drawers back there. I love mascara, especially because it's so hard to find good mascaras. So when I do, I just continue to buy them because I have curly, crazy lashes. So yeah, you guys, that pretty much completes my look. Ta-da! I am super glowy and super, like, luminous, you guys. It is crazy. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did and you like these chit chat kind of get ready with me's, then let me know down below. I am more than happy to do these a lot more often. Since I am in my own place, in my own space, I can just kind of talk and do whatever while I'm here. Because Jack is usually at work when I'm here filming, besides when I decide to film at night. But the sun is setting and the daylight's about to go, so I am gonna finish up and wrap this video up for you guys. I just noticed that my yellow backdrop was in the video this whole time. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed it. I love you all. Have a great day. Let me know what else you guys would like to see down below. And don't forget to check out welove.makeup in the description box down below as well as all of the products that are going to be listed. I love you all, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Mwah! Bye! I woke up in beast mode with my girl that's beauty in the beast mode. Bitch, I buy these niggas sleep though. Only thing that's sold out is the cease though. They got there, stand before me, and I respect my authority. If you fuck with my glory, I'ma drop that and get gory. I did everything except worry. This is my shit.